I wanted to switch gears and talk about high value men, because I believe that's different than high earning men. And to me, a high earning man is a man that is making over $100,000 or over. I think you can live comfortably depending on what you want, because some people are even saying $100,000 is nothing, and that just depends on the person and what you want out of life. $100,000 can be a lot of money for someone who isn't looking for $100,000 car or $1 million necklace, or a yacht trip. It is a lot of money depending on, even where you live as well. So that's my view of someone who is in the high earning category. In certain places, $75,000 and up would be high earning. So whether this man is earning 100,000, 500,000, a million, 10 million, that is what a high earning man is. It's just his position, whether he did it with education or he invented something. It could be any way that he has earned this money, and he has this net income that he is earning. That it could be monthly, it could be yearly, whatever, $100,000 and above. That's a high earning man. But a high value man, I believe that is a man who is high earning, but the difference between that is he also has values. That's why the value is in there, because what makes a man? A lot of men think that the money makes the man, and when he has the money, he can do anything he wants to, and women will submit to that, no matter his behaviors, no matter his temperament, no matter his attitude, no matter his mental state. Women will deal with him, and he can get away with a lot of things if he's a high earning man. But a high value man, he has respect, he cares about his reputation. Just because he can do something doesn't mean he will do it, and he values the important things in life, and he understands that certain behaviors will get him certain things. Like, I believe a high value man, he will educate himself. I'm not talking about a degree, I'm just saying he will educate himself. He has interests, and he also treats a woman with respect. She is not dirt beneath his shoes. She is not just her body parts. He understands the value of marriage and coming together and creating a stable foundation for family and his progeny, his children, who will then go on to build on to what he has started. He is someone who behaves in a way that where he takes in consideration his spouse and also his children and his friends. He is a man of integrity, a man of honor. And that's what I see as a high value man, someone who actually can open up and love a woman and be that protector and provider, seek wise counsel from his spouse and treat her with respect. The man that does that, he gets submission without having to ask for it, without having to beat this woman down, without having to tear down her self-esteem, without having to do anything like that. A lot of men are going about this the wrong way. They want to have this alpha persona on, where they're the man. You're not going to tell me what to do. You're going to shut up. You're going to submit no matter what. and they want a woman to close her mouth, do what he doesn't have to value her at all. I mean, he can bring in other women, he can have affairs, he can have families on the side, he can call her all types of names and disrespect her. He can not really spend quality time with her and the children. Just as long as he's bringing money into the house, that should be enough. That's love, that's care, that's high value, which it's not. It has everything to do with your reputation. That is the difference between high value and high earning men. Women who is saying, they want a high value man. Yes, they are looking for a provider. That is something that a lot of Black women are seeking. A lot of Black women have to carry the load of providing for children and themselves without men there. And so what they're saying is they're looking for someone who can provide for them. That is a part of being high value. And also caring for your family is high value. I think a lot of women, Black women, are looking for the behaviors, because in the past, even in my family, there have been women who were willing to work with men who were not high value or high earning. And these women, and these are women, when they say back in the 1960s, back in the 1950s, a lot of these people have never talked to anyone in the 1950s and the 1960s and 70s to even know what was going on behind closed doors, because nobody talked about this stuff to the public. This is just what's happening now, and a lot of things are coming out that was hidden in the dark, because I have many family members who were young at that time and who were in their 20s in that time, and they let me know the truth about things that were going on. All of the side women, all of the 2 and 3 families, all of this has been going on since then, even before then. So to pretend like in that time everything was great, no. I mean, women were being silenced. Striking a woman was okay as long as that was your spouse. I mean, I've heard of physical abuse, sexual abuse, and everything in between during the 1950s and 60s. And I'm not saying there weren't families that were together and intact, but a lot of this stuff that we see today was going on then. It just wasn't talked about. And I believe that a lot of young women do not want to repeat this pattern that they've seen from great-grandmothers, grandmothers, and even their mothers. And they want different, and they don't want that. And some women, I've heard that they rather be alone. This trope, you'll die alone, you'll have 100 cats, and you'll just have your pet. There are women who are saying that it is so bad that they would rather have their 100 cats. They would rather be alone. They would rather have their pet than to have to deal with a man just to have him to think about. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.